Does anyone have a question? Questions are good. I have a question. Why are there no questions? The so much of life just really goes against um, opening to higher forces, to the truth, to infinite energy in the universe, to having a spiritual life. I mean, we reach a point in life where we finally want to be satisfied. And I can honestly tell you, if you do deep spiritual practice, there is no point like that. Because what you are opening to is an energy without limitation. It's the source of all creative energy in the universe. Everything around us, everything inside us is a manifestation of that energy. And as I've said many times, it makes the world we live in into something sacred. And we can't take it for granted. We can't denigrate it. There are always going to be things wrong because the only perfection in the universe is infinite energy, and none of us are infinite. We live in a finite world. Everything passes. So it's really simply a matter of recognizing, how profound it is to want to have a spiritual life and not accepting anything as a limitation, but to continue the growth process, to continue to open, and to realize that enlightenment is a process of evolution. There is no, instant that anybody gets enlightened, but it's a gradual, incremental growth process that takes place inside a human being that enables them to build an inner life that can receive knowledge, receive wisdom, that can open to a higher force, that is no longer intimidated by what's infinite in the universe. And we allow it to nurture us and to help us to grow every day without having expectations about the way it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to do. Because who knows the way it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to do. But I can only tell anybody that if you continue to grow inside and you continue to open inside, life becomes more interesting, it becomes more fascinating, and the knowledge and the wisdom one receives transcends anything the human mind can understand. And best of all, the system we build inside enables us to work out our karma. We're here to work out karma. How do we work out karma? We have to live with open hearts. We have to live with love, compassion, and to recognize that every single human being in one way or another is going through the difficulties of life. And instead of judging people and denigrating them and all this nonsense that goes on in the world, learn from them, listen to them, let them be the teacher. Let life be the teacher. It's the most extraordinary guru any of us will ever have. And yet people don't have systems inside in order to develop the capacity to sit in front of life and let it be their teacher. That's what these meditation classes are about. That's all they're about. My job is not being a guru. I tried that once and it's really a bore. My job is to truly, help people that come here and want to do this inner work, to build a chakra system so that they can truly sit in front of the real guru, and that's life in all its dimensions, and every aspect of it has something to teach us that we need to learn to grow and get closer to God or higher energy or whatever one wants to call it. That's my job. I got a job. And it's trying to nurture people to the point where they develop the kind of system I'm talking about. And in order to do that, I can't sit in judgment of anyone. Because I know what I brought to my teacher, and God bless him. If he could put up with me, I have no, I can put up with anything, and I really mean that. Because when I first met him, I was deeply insecure. I was very unhappy, angry young man. And the only thing I had going for me is I wanted a spiritual life. I did not know how to get it. And that made me even angrier. And he changed all that, transformed all that. He had patience. He gave me the room to work out all this stuff and to finally build a connection with higher energy in the universe. That's what this is about. That's all it's about. Not about having disciples and students and all this other nonsense. It's about truly taking the responsibility to teach people how to build a system inside that's strong enough that they can have their own independent connection with higher energy. Well, ask me a question. Okay, no question. I just have an announcement. I've been making this announcement all week that I have to go away on Thursday for about 5 days. I have to go away for about 5 days. My daughter's birthday, and she decided she wants to move to Florida and asked me if I would come and celebrate a new apartment, a new, you know, birthday. So I'm going for 5 days. I will try to have meditation classes while I'm gone. If you get an email from me in the morning, there'll be a class. If not, forgive me. I just too much stuff going on. I would say too much Maya going on, okay? But I have to learn to surrender also. Does anybody else have a question? But there will be classes beginning, I'm coming back next Tuesday. There'll be an evening class next Wednesday. There'll be one tomorrow, and I won't be able to have one Thursday. But God bless you all. And part of this is learning here how to work on your own. I really mean that. You're here to build a system inside that enables you to sit down on your own and do meditation. And don't worry about it, because when I first sat down to do this on my own, I was incapable of sitting 5 minutes. My head was like a bird cage full of parrots, canaries screaming. And then came 6 minutes and 10 minutes and 20 minutes and a half hour. I had to train myself. So don't get upset if it's difficult at first, because it's all a learning process that takes time and maturity and growth and training in how to do it. Okay, if there are any questions, no questions. There'll be definitely a class next week, but probably somewhere between now and then, maybe on Sunday morning, I will try to have a class. And God bless you all. And I mean that. Doing this meditation is a very important aspect of my spiritual practice. Having you all here, wanting to work on yourselves, wanting to grow, is a blessing. And I never forget that. It's just an extraordinary thing, to be able to sit down here and to open in myself and go to places where I can share Shakti with each and every one of you. So God bless you all and thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody as soon as I get finished with my daughter's birthday. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
You sure?
Have a wonderful time.
Thank you.